Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Godson, and for those of you who are new here, I'm a stylist, creative director, and I'm also an influencer and a blogger over at godson.com. So please do go over and read my blog, and please do also follow me over on Instagram, where I post loads of Instagram shots, no, not Instagram shots, I post loads of fashion shots of me wearing outfits and giving you guys some inspo for everyday occasions and life. So, whilst you're here watching the video as well, gosh, I nearly lost my train of thought. Please also subscribe to the YouTube channel. My channel is obviously very new, so please do hit that subscribe button, join the Godson family, and let's get into this video. So today's video is going to be talking to you ladies about how you can easily look expensive. Now, I know that it is not the be all and end all. Of course, we're currently in a pandemic at the moment, and I hope all of you guys are staying safe, and I hope all of you guys are staying sanitized and staying well. But of course, when we do come out of this pandemic, we all go back to our normal lives, and things like actually looking good on a daily basis, making an impression for the first time, are super, super important. And as much as it could sound quite pretentious or quite unimportant, it is very, very important that you look your best, you dress your best, and you put your best foot forward. So this is just a video to give you guys some tips on how to do that. So we're going to go with tip number 1. Okay, so tip number 1 on how to actually look expensive is to always have your hair and your makeup on point. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you need to be going to the hairdressers every single day or booking in your friend to come over and curl your hair and all of that stuff. That's not necessary, but just keeping it nice and neat and making sure that it actually is presentable. So you know that little clip in Coming to America, the film, where he says, just make it nice and neat.
Just make it nice and neat.
That is exactly what we need to do. Just make it nice and neat. So you want to make sure your hair, your makeup is obviously looking good, and that will elevate your outfit straight away. So for example, if you're wearing a tracksuit and you've not done your hair or your makeup, you are going to look like you've just rolled out of bed and you're just running to the shop. But if you've got your makeup and your hair done and you actually have on a tracksuit, you will still look glamorous. You'll still look very, not necessarily glamorous if you don't want to, but you'll still look very put together, and you can actually go out shopping or actually go out to an event or wherever you're going in that look, because your hair and makeup is looking on point. Now, I know you guys are going to be in the comments asking me what I actually wear on my face, what's on my makeup, what's on my face, what makeup am I using rather, and what hair this is. So this is Godson hair. So this is my own brand hair. I've spent years and years trying to find hair that actually works for me, that doesn't, you know, shed or doesn't last for 10 minutes and then it's done. This kind of hair actually lasts for a very, very long time. It is super, super quality, and I've been trialing this hair for so long, just to make sure if I am going to bring anyone in on my new business venture and kind of show you guys about my hair, and hopefully you guys will start buying my hair, then it will be something that's been trialed and tested, and you guys will actually really appreciate how long you can hold on to your hair for. So I cannot wait to bring you guys in on the Godson hair. So it should be coming soon. It's either in the description box link down below, or if not, it will be coming very, very soon. Now, in terms of what I have on my face, I'm going to show you guys. So on my face, I have this foundation. This is Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation, SPF 15. It is full coverage makeup, and it is the best makeup I've ever used. Now, Fenty is right behind it, but this is such a nice coverage. You don't need a lot of makeup, you need literally a squidget and it will cover your whole face. So today I am wearing this Bobbi Brown foundation. I am in the shade Chestnut, which is 9. I think they're actually getting rid of the numbers, so it will just be Chestnut. In terms of concealer, I am wearing Code 8 Beauty. Now, Code 8 is a new brand, or kind of newish brand, but they are a luxury makeup brand, and I recently went down to make a lipstick with them. So you guys probably would have seen on my stories that I went down to their store, created a lipstick with them, and that was when I was first introduced to the brand. They gave me a few of their pieces just to try out, and I tried out this concealer. Ladies, this concealer will change your life. It is the best coverage. It has such a like vibrant like lift. It's not just like a matte, oh, I can't even explain it, but it's so nice. It's a bit like gooey around here, so apologies, but you literally twist it and then the product comes out on the nib and then you just press it into your skin. You don't need a lot at all. Again, this is super good coverage and I am in the shade NW70. I will put this in the description box down below as well. I have this. What else do I use? I use Laura Mercier setting powder, translucent. Everyone knows what that is. It's literally over there. I'm not going to get up and grab it. That is what I use. For my blusher, I use Mocha Mummy, honey. Mocha Mummy. I use that on Fenty Beauty. It is an absolute dream. Oh, I used to use something called Prime Beauty, which is it's a black owned brand and they have some great stuff. And because it's based in America, actually getting it shipped over to the UK costs so much. So I had to find an alternative and Fenty Beauty has filled that void for me and I absolutely love it. In addition, I have got a little bit of blush on my cheeks, as you guys can probably see, and it is this shade Orange. It is MAC and I picked this up years ago, years ago, and I've still had it and it's nearly done, but this orange shade is a dream. I've never found anything that's similar and I absolutely love it. So that orange just gives you a nice lift on your face and I absolutely love it. So the shade is called Devil, but I don't call it Devil, I call it Lovely. The Lovely eyeshadow, because no one ain't trying to be saying, oh, I'm putting devil on my face. It's a lie. We rebuke it. So anyhow, so that's basically what I have on my face. In terms of the mascara, I have Maybelline Falsies. Do I have that here? Yes, I do. This is the mascara that I have. I don't wear false lashes. I never have. I just don't know how to put them on. They're just not my vibe. I really just kind of do the whole natural thing and just the old school way and put the mascara on, and it's worked for me. Maybe in the future I will start wearing lashes, but I don't know. I don't really like to jump on trends. If it doesn't work for me, then I don't force it. If it's something that works for me, then I'm all for it. So I'm someone that finds my vibe. This is my vibe. This works for me and I run with it. So those are my products that I've got on my face. And that's pretty much it. I think I might have used Huda today actually. I did not use Laura Mercier. I used Huda in the shade Blondie for my translucent powder and it works a dream. Cabral on my eyebrows and that's it. So tip number 2 I would say is to keep your looks monochrome. Now if you are trying to look expensive, if you're trying to look elevated, the best thing for you to do is to keep your looks all in the same family. Now if you're not someone who's style inclined, or you're not someone who really knows how to put outfits together quite easily, the best thing to do is just to wear an all black outfit, wear an all white outfit, wear an all neutral outfit, or wear outfits where the neutrals are similar colors. That is the best way to stay elevated and to look like you're very well put together. If you start trying to pair up red with blue with white and yellow and blue and pink, it just doesn't look great. So you just want to keep all of your looks in the same family. Now that is tip number 2. Definitely keep your looks monochrome. Don't go too many colors, and always if you are going to do different tones, I would say keep it to 3 tones. So you're going to do maybe like a camel with like a khaki and maybe like a beige. Those are the 3 tones that you work with. Don't start bringing in black, white, yellow, blue. Like it's just too much. So you want to keep it very monochrome. Okay, so tip number 3 is to add tailoring to your look. Now, tailoring could mean you add a tailored coat if we're in the winter season, or a tailored blazer if you are in the spring summer season, or you can actually add a blazer in the winter as well. But you want to add something that's quite sharp, well cut, well crafted into your look if you do want to kind of get that expensive looking vibe. Now for example, I have got a shirt on. This again is one of the shirts from my brand, but it's not a shirt that's very standard. It's got, I don't know if you can see because of the white background and the white shirt, but it's got a shoulder pad which is quite sharp, and that shoulder pad just gives you a little bit more of an elevated look. It makes you a little bit more poised and structured in your outfit. Now this is a great way to add something tailored to your look, or something like a tailored blazer that's got great shoulder pads, it's got a nice side body cut, it's got nice lapels, it's got a nice structure on the sleeve head roll. Those are the kind of things that you want to be incorporating into your wardrobe. Make sure it is super sleek, great cut, great fabric, and you can't lose. Adding a blazer to a look is the key. Tailoring just makes you look smart, it makes you look refined, it cinches in your waist. If you've got a tailored blazer that has a little shape to it, you can throw a tailored blazer on top of a tracksuit, you can throw a tailored blazer on top of some trousers and a plain top. Whatever you throw a blazer on top of, it will automatically elevate your look. So guys, 100% invest in good blazers. Don't just go and buy a blazer from, you know, a high street fast fashion brand. Start looking at brands that are really gonna kind of take your blazer wardrobe into the next year and the next year and the next year. Okay, so tip number 4 is fabrics. The main fabrics that I would always recommend are satins, Duchess satins, acetate satins because they're a little bit thicker, peach skins, cashmeres, wools. Those kind of fabrics are a little bit more elevated. And if you're going to do a cotton as well, you want to make sure the cotton is quite heavy in the percentage of the cotton, just because you want to make sure when you're washing your garments they actually stay really nice. You don't want to take them out of the washing machine and they're bobbling all over the place, they're ripping, they're fraying, and that generally happens because of the fabric choice, and that generally happens when you are going for lower end fast fashion brands. If you do invest in a little bit more of a, I'm not saying you have to buy high end all the time, but just be a little bit mindful of the fabrics of when you are buying. H&M's do great fabrics, Zara sometimes do great fabrics, Reiss do great fabrics, and they're all high street stores. Always good. So I'm going to insert, nope, this side probably, a video of me just kind of wearing a top that's a little bit like a satin kind of vibe. It's got a really nice finish, a really nice fabric, and you can just see that shirt already looks super elevated on its own without anything styled up, but it just shows that wearing a nice fabric really makes such a great difference to your look. That is another major key. Tip number 5 is to always have clean shoes. So if you are going to be putting together an elevated look, you want to be elevated from head to toe. So we've spoken about having a face that doesn't necessarily have to be beat every single day and you've got all sorts of contour going on. That doesn't necessarily have to be the case, but if you have got obviously a face that's beat really well and your hair's really well, you want to make sure that it transcends all the way down your actual outfit. Your shoes are super important. Clean shoes, I cannot stress enough how important it is. When I was dating, before I actually met my husband, if a guy came up to me and his shoes were bust up, I'll be like, bro, like this, it will never happen, never. You could be the most beautiful person ever, but if your shoes, do you know what that says? It says you don't care, you don't take care of yourself, your hygiene is off, it's completely off. So guys, clean shoes is important. Even if you know you don't have all the cleaning products, guys, invest in the cleaning products. If you have to get suede cleaner, get the suede cleaner. If you have to get Crep Protect to protect all of your trainers and all of that stuff, get them. White trainers in particular, whenever I buy white trainers, I always ensure that they stay fresh and white. After a few wears, maybe after 10, 20, 30 wears, if they are starting to look yellow and I've tried to wash them and they're just not coming back, or I've tried to clean them and not coming back to their bright white, so then the trainers are done. That's it, finished, we move on. We get a new pair of trainers and we keep it moving. Some people like that dirty Converse-y look, or that like, is it Gold Goose? Like Gold Goose, sometimes they have like those trainers that look like messed up and bust up and you know, it's quite scuffed. And personally, it's not my kind of look. I prefer a look that looks elevated, so everything on you is clean, fresh, sharp, and it looks smooth. So that is my take on it. Some people like the scuffed up look. I just feel like that scuffed up look doesn't look elevated. So if you want a tip from Godson, then I would say never to do the scuffed up look, and always to have clean shoes. Okay, so tip number 6 is baggy clothes versus tight clothes. Now, I would always recommend when you're putting together an outfit that your bottom half, if it's baggy, then your top half would be slightly form-fitting. You want to keep that balance going on throughout the look. If you are going to do the loose and loose, then there needs to be a section in your outfit that cinches you in somewhere. You can't have a really, really loose top that kind of is loose all the way down to the waist, and then your trousers are super, super loose. Your whole shape, your whole body, your whole vibe is just completely lost in that garment. So you want to make sure that there's something that just cinches you in somewhere. If that's a belt, if that's some kind of corset vibe, whatever it is, you need something that cinches you in at the waist and it gives you a nice structured shape. And then obviously it makes your outfit look well proportioned. I love to size up in my clothes. So if I'm buying a blazer, for example, I would usually sometimes buy a menswear blazer. So if I'm gonna buy a 36 chest, I might size up to a 38. Or if I'm gonna buy some trousers that I'm usually a size 8, I might buy a size 10 and then take in the waist. So you get a tailor who's gonna take in your waist, and then you've still got a nice looser fit, and it always looks a little bit more, what's the word? I'm trying to find the word and my shoulder's trying to find the word. It just hangs better. So if you buy a t-shirt and it just sits really, really tight on your body, it doesn't hang as nice if you buy the size up and it drapes a little bit nicer. So that is super, super key. Sizing up so that you can have that baggy vibe is always, always key. Don't always feel like just because I'm a size 8, I'm gonna buy a size 8. Sometimes you might have to buy a size 10 or a size 12 to get the look or the vibe that you want. I buy size 12 trousers all the time, but as you can see, I'm definitely not a size 12. I'm a size 8/6, sometimes a 10, and I still would buy a size 12 just to get that extra baggy vibe on my trousers or whatever the case is. So that is a major key, guys. Major, major key. Okay, now this tip number 7, is something that was instilled in me and my brothers when we were children. Growing up, we could never leave the house if we did not iron our clothes, if we did not steam our clothes. Our parents would be like, wait, sorry, where are you going? No. So I would always say ironing and steaming your clothes would always, always make your outfit look 10 times better. If you think about a shirt that's just been crumpled up and you just throw it on and then you go out and you go to a meeting, you look disheveled, you don't look put together, and it just kind of eliminates that whole elevated vibe that you're trying to go for. So I'm trying to get my words out. I'm like, oh, I really hate that. But I really, really always recommend that, guys, you need to be steaming your clothes. If you don't have a steamer, then if you could iron them really, really well, then that is massively, it will make such a massive difference. So I 100% recommend when you are ironing things like satins and like peach skins and very, very delicate fabrics, laces and things like that, I always recommend to steam, simply because you can actually burn them without knowing. You'll get that really like horrible shine on your top or on the shoulder when you press too hard, and that shine comes through because you almost are about to burn the garment. So if it is a delicate fabric, guys, please, please, please do steam. I am going to actually put in the description box a lot of the steamers that I use if I'm on set, if I'm on a shoot, if I'm actually steaming my own clothes. There's some steamers that spit out horrible little bits and bobs, so you want to stay away from those ones, but I will recommend the ones that I think are great. And then of course, ironing. Try and get yourself a steam iron. It's major key, trust me. Okay, tip number 8 is to drape your clothing. Now, when you're wearing an outfit, you can have the most basic outfit on. So you can have a t-shirt and some trousers on, or you can have just a simple white dress. And if you drape a blazer on your shoulders, you automatically look put together, and then you cuff your actual bag underneath and you've got the blazer hanging over you nicely. You almost feel a little bit like regal, a little bit like an empress. Trust me, it works so, so well. When you drape blazers over your shoulders, you drape long coats over your shoulders, it works so well in just lifting your look and making you look a little bit more polished. It's not always when you put your arms through and you actually wear the coat that it looks really good. Sometimes it looks better when you actually take your arms out and just hang it over your shoulders. Of course, only do that if it is weather appropriate. Don't freeze. Don't be out there like, just because you want to, of course, put something over your shoulders. Do it because it actually looks good and you're able to do it because the weather is allowing you to do that. Okay, tip number 9. Now this is a tip that I 100% stand by. I am someone that I don't really wear much jewelry. I don't do loads of chains around my neck. I don't do loads of jewelry on my wrists. I don't do loads of rings. I have my wedding bands and my engagement ring and that's it. And I wear one bracelet and maybe some stud earrings. I always say to keep your look as elevated, as elegant, as classic as possible, I would 100% say keep your jewelry to a minimum. You don't want to do too many jewelry. You don't want to have like bracelets up one arm, another bracelets up the other arm. You've got 100 rings on, you've got all ear piercings and all ear piercings here, you've got hoops in, you've got chains, and then you've got anklet. It's just all too much. Then you've got a body chain and you've got waist beads on. It is just way too much, and sometimes it can be a little bit too forced and it looks like you're just trying to create a look rather than being the look. Oh, that's a word. So that's really what you want to do. You want to make sure that whatever you are adding to your outfit actually complements the outfit, and you're not just wearing it for the sake of wearing it. You're not just throwing on loads of bangles because they're Cartier, or you're not throwing on loads of rings because they're Cartier, or you're throwing on your watch because it's a Rolex, and then you've also got a Cartier Santos on this arm, and then you've also got your Cartier bands here. Like, it's just too much, and I've seen it been done, and I just feel like I get it. You have got designer items, nice, you've got some nice designer jewelry, but not everything needs to be worn at once. The last tip would be, number 10, is to, I say this to every single lady, every single client I have, I always say this. Now, I would 100% say, always dress for your body. So there's 101 trends out there at the moment. There are short trends, there's trends where everyone's wearing like the wrap dresses and everything's kind of loose around this area. There's like the vinyl leggings trend, there's the leather, there's so many trends at the moment. And I feel like people will see it on the runway, or they'll see it all over social media, and they're like, yep, I'm gonna try it, I want to be a part of that movement. And that's great that you want to actually try and do it, I get it, but sometimes it doesn't work for your body. So always find something that works for your body, or even if you do love a trend, make it work for you rather than copying exactly what someone else is wearing and then just kind of putting the replica on your body. Sometimes they have a different shape to you, sometimes they know how to drop it and maybe stand a certain way, and they know how to carry that outfit, and maybe you don't know how to do that, or vice versa. So you want to make sure that when you are actually wearing an outfit, you know that this outfit suits my body, because when you're wearing an outfit that doesn't suit you, or that you feel uncomfortable in, and you're literally every minute doing this, like, oh God, you look uncomfortable, you feel uncomfortable, and everybody can see that you're uncomfortable, and that's the worst. When you're actually out and about and you put on this outfit to make a statement, and the whole time you're literally pulling down your skirt and you're pulling down your shorts and you're fixing your top because it's super low cut and all of those things because you want to fit in with the trend, but it just doesn't work for you. So I would 100% say always dress for you. Make sure the trend works. Now, for me, the cycling shorts trend came in. I was a bit like, I'm not that kind of person that's gonna do the cycling shorts trend, but it works for some people and it just doesn't work for me. So I tried it once, and I thought maybe this is not my vibe, and I don't think I'll be trying it again, and that's okay. Remember guys, you don't have to jump on every single trend. Just know that if it doesn't work for you, it is okay. Just find something else that works for you. Follow the people that you think are like your icons, or someone who's got great style and you really love their style and you think you have a similar body shape to them. Look at their style and maybe incorporate little bits of what they're doing into your wardrobe. So that is my top 10 tips on how to kind of achieve an expensive look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope you got a little bit more insight into how to be a little bit more elevated and expensive looking. I'm excited to kind of get into more of these videos, so let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up. give me a comment and let me know your thoughts. And I shall see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys. Bye.